guys have any water anywhere by chance?
Yeah. For now, I'll just give you one back.
Thank you. I was gonna bring a water bottle, and Barry was like, "We gotta go, we gotta go."
Yeah. Alright. Alright, hello everybody. T-Storm Chasers here. We have a brand. Yep. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, what are we looking at right now? I'm trying to get my equipment up. What are we looking at exactly with this system?
Yep, so this is in between Parker, Marion, and Monroe, moving northeast at about 13 miles per hour, radar indicated. Did you get that?
Yeah, 10-4. What's our best route? Right now we are Highway 17, 272nd. We're going to continue westbound on it. Is this moving in a northeasterly direction or just due east?
It looks
Yeah, it's moving northeast at about 13 miles per hour. It's just northwest of Parker, moving northeast. Alright folks, T-Storm Chasers here. We are live. We have a brand new tornado warning in southeastern South Dakota.
10-4 northwest of Parker, so if we continue eastbound or westbound here, we should run almost directly into it, especially on the route we're on. Alright, 10-4.
Yep, so what you just heard there, that is AJ Town from the T-Storm Chasers. They just went out into the field. They are going to try to intercept this storm. They just left to go out into the field. And here we go. Here's the situation, tornado warning. We also have Tyler here in the studio as well to give us some help here this afternoon and evening. But again, tornado warning in effect, radar indicated. This is west of Sioux Falls, moving northeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Again, this is just northwest of the Parker area, kind of in between Monroe, Marion, and Parker. Let's try to do a velocity scan here. Good news is looks like there's not a whole lot there. It looks like the area would be somewhere right in here would be the area that we're watching for possible tornadic development. But again, it's in between kind of the three quarters. Let's see. So again, AJ, we're talking to AJ here as well. Yeah, I don't see you guys on here. I see a bunch of other chasers. I have it on here, but I don't see you guys on here yet.
Alright, give me 1 sec. I'll get that up.
10-4. So again, providing you the latest coverage. Again, AJ with T-Storm Chasers. He is out in the field. We got Braden, we got Carla, we got Miranda. They are all in the chase vehicle right now. They are on this. They're headed towards this storm right now out of T. So they will be there shortly. So they'll be there shortly to kind of try to intercept this storm. But again, they're out in the field right now. But again, this is in between Parker, Marion, and Monroe. And this is the area we're looking at here, just west and southwest of the Sioux Falls area. Again, this is just northwest of the Parker area. If you're in Parker, if you're in Marion, if you're in Monroe, you are all under a tornado warning until 4 p.m. Please be taking cover. Please be in your safe spot, be in your shelter. Also, again, this area is shaded in red, dark red. We do have a tornado watch that's for this whole area, southeastern South Dakota, Mitchell, Madison, Sioux Falls, Canton, Yankton, Sioux City, Northwest Iowa, Lamar's, Sioux Center, Pipestone, Worthington, all under a tornado watch now until 10 p.m. Also, heavy rain flash flooding possible as well. Also, large hail and strong winds as well. is all possible with this as well. So again, this just popped up. Tornado warning was issued at 3:31, and the tornado warning is in effect again until 4 p.m. No hail is expected, which is good news out of this. However, some very heavy rain just in between Monroe and Parker. Definitely some heavy rain going on in that area. But again, this area, it is under a tornado warning, or tornado watch in effect. Southeastern South Dakota, southwest Minnesota, northwest Iowa, northeastern Nebraska, this whole area. And the dark shaded areas is under a tornado watch until 10 p.m. tonight. So we are going to be here all evening covering this for you guys. But again, tornado warning now issued until 4 p.m., another 15 minutes. So again, if you're in Parker, just northwest of Parker, that is our area of most concern. And also just east of Marion. That is the area that we were watching very closely. Let's see, for any new updates. Any new updates, Tyler, coming in? Anything that you can see?
It looks like it's trying to hook on the back side over Marion.
Yeah, it looks
Right,
like it's
right.
trying to backbuild a little
It's
bit.
been doing that for the last 5-10
Yep.
minutes.
So the area we're watching is just in between Marion and Parker at this time. Just north of Highway 44. And it's, again, moving northeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's not moving very fast. So this is the area we are most concerned about right now. It's kind of a messy area as well. It's not your typical hook supercell structure. It's a very messy environment, and it kind of seems like that's going to be the case here the rest of the afternoon into the evening. Again, we're in T right now. That is where we're located, and we have AJ's group here out chasing. They're going to try to they're heading over towards this tornadic thunderstorm, and they're going to try to intercept it. T area, again, not in the tornado warning at this point, but under a tornado watch until 10 p.m. So we're going to keep an eye on that as well. There are other storms firing. This is not the only one. There is expected rapid development of storms, and that is what we're seeing at this point. But again, it's kind of a messy area, messy environment, but again, this whole area needs to be monitored very closely the next several hours now, as tornado watch has been issued. Also, it looks like the tornado warning has been updated. They kind of updated the warning box a little bit. It looks different. The red polygon looks different. It does not include Monroe now. So if you're in Monroe, you are now in the clear of this. Not in the tornado warning box anymore. Still radar indicated, no confirmation yet. Also, the town of Parker is also not in the tornado warning. So I would still be taking cover just in case, because there's still the thunderstorm that's going to move into your area. But it looks like Marion and so the area we're watching is just to the north and east. Okay, so east of Marion, north of Parker. That is the area that we're watching right now. And again, it's kind of right in this area right here. That is the area that we are watching for tornadic development. And again, it's east of Marion, north of Parker, moving northeast. And there's your tornado warning box. Remains until 4 o'clock, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Got a lot of people tuning in, a lot of people asking a bunch of questions. Yankton area just had a thunderstorm pass through the area. So nothing tornadic in the Yankton area yet. But again, we're going to have to keep an eye on things because things could change very quickly. Again, this storm right here, it is moving in the general direction of Sioux Falls, but it's still quite a ways out from Sioux Falls, and it's not moving very fast. So it's going to be quite a while before it moves into Sioux Falls. And it's also west of Sioux Falls, moving northeast. So Sioux Falls area is not threatened by this at this point. It could change later, but as of now, Sioux Falls area is not impacted by this. Again, this is just to the north of Parker and east of Marion is the area that we're watching. Heavy rain, a lot of
Chaser
storms.
1 to Weather Center 1, we're in position.
Copy that. So AJ just told us that he is now in position on this storm. They are getting very close to this storm now, as they didn't have to travel a whole lot from T to the Parker area. So they are in this general area now at this point. And let's check the velocity, see if anything's on the velocity data right now.
It's been kind of falling.
It looks like it is kind of falling apart, which is good news. There's not a whole lot to the velocity. But again, we're just going to continue to keep an eye on it. We're going to continue to monitor it as we have our chaser out in the field that are going to try to intercept this thing. So it sounds like the sirens are going off county-wide. McCook County sirens apparently have been going off around those areas, which is good news for those of you that are outside. Obviously, if you're inside, it's going to be harder to hear it. Again, this is the general area that we're watching for tornado development this afternoon and into the evening. But again, in between Sioux Falls and Freeman, we do have that tornado warning that continues until 4. And there you go. Again, north of Parker, that's the area of most concern that we're keeping an eye on right now. So sirens have gone off in Canastota as well as Montrose. Those areas are not immediately threatened at this point. The areas of danger right now is east of Marion, north of Parker. That is the area we're watching, and we're going to continue to monitor that for the next few minutes here. Again, tornado warning in effect until 4, so another 9 minutes. Not much hail out of this either. We're not seeing any hook feature on this at this point either. Also looks like the NWS is down on Twitter.
That's great.
So might not be getting many updates. Hopefully they get that fixed. But again, area we're going to keep watching north of Parker right now. So I would still say if you're in Parker, please be in your safe spot, be in your shelter, be house, basement. Just continuing to be it because there's still that thunderstorm that's going to move through the area. That could it could easily recycle as well. So trying to look through some different products here to see if we can see anything, but it looks like there's still not much there, which is good news. It looks like the Parker area, just north of Parker, that's the area that we are watching. And it looks like the thing about this is, if there is a tornado going on right now, it's most likely to be rain wrapped, as it's right in the middle of all this rain. Also, do want to mention, while we have a moment, there is a flash flood warning. Let me try to pull that up on the screen for you here. And there it is right there. Rock Valley, Sioux Center, all impacted by this flash flood warning.
Yeah, the sheriff in the Sioux Center said that travel is not advised with how much flooding there is.
Yeah, not surprising there. So, yep. So it sounds like that area, no travel advised in this area for flash flooding. Looks like the flash flood warning is in effect until 6:30 p.m. Central Time. So, those of you in those areas, Maurice, Iowa, Sioux Center, Rock Valley, just south of Inwood, this whole area in the green, that is where we have flash flooding as well. And I feel like this is not going to be the only area that we're going to be dealing with this tonight. It's going to be a bunch of different areas, looks like. This is only the beginning.
Chaser 1, to Weather Center 1, copy.
And we got AJ now here on the phone. Let's. Yep, copy.
Hey, we're just getting in position. You should be able to pick us up on Spotter Network. We definitely have some lowering over the Parker area. We are just to the north of it.
Copy that. I still don't see you on the Spotter network. I don't see you on there at this point, but I will try to pull up your feed. It looks like it might be trying to recycle a little bit towards Parker, or just on the outskirts of Parker. Yeah, we're kind of starting to see that. So this potentially is a new area that we're watching right here, just to the east of Parker, within a mile or two of the Parker area, just east. Let's see. Trying to see for any new updates. Looks like good news. The NWS service got back up again, so that's good. Let's see. At this time, it's not a confirmed tornado, which is good news, obviously. That's the best word that we've had at this point on this, is that it's not confirmed. And let me see if AJ is live yet on his feed here. I gotta update this as well here. And again, this tornado warning for another 4 minutes is in effect. We'll see what they do with it. We'll see if they reissue it or not. But as of now, that tornado warning in effect for the next few minutes. And it looks like it's starting to maybe recycle. It's kind of what we're looking at. But the velocity data at this point does not look very strong at all, which is good news. But we're just going to continue to watch this for the next few minutes. So I'm going to see if his stream is up at this point. It looks like 4 p.m. is what he's looking at here. What time he's going to go live for his Chaser feed. Let's see here. Looks like there might be a little bit of a hail core area shaded in purple just north of Parker. There might be a little bit of hail starting to form in this as well. So we have to keep an eye on that. Let's see. Yep, no, he's not live yet. So we're just going to hold here for a few minutes to see what they decide to do with this as our chasers get in better position. But it looks like the velocity, there's not a whole lot to this at this point. But we're just going to continue to watch this, keep an eye on it. Northwest Iowa, quite a bit of thunderstorms going on, thunder activity. Do want to mention down here, Ida Grove, Iowa, there is a new severe thunderstorm warning. It's in effect until 4:30. This one's moving northeast at about 10 miles per hour, 1-inch hail being picked up. So right there, that storm right there is severe warned. So if you're in the Ida Grove area, be on the lookout for that. Also, there is a chaser in this area as well. Right now he is not on. So there is a chaser on that one too. So we'll keep an eye on that one. But get back here,
Warning's expired.
and again, this one just west of T, and it looks like they are going to allow this one to expire, which is good news. That this tornado warning will expire here within the next couple minutes. But again, this storm, we're really gonna have to keep an eye on this as well as others, because this is heading in the general direction of Sioux Falls. But it might miss just to the west of Sioux Falls. But again, we're just gonna continue to keep an eye on that. I mean, this is the thing about the storm. It could easily recycle and reform. The thing also, it looks more of a supercell structure than what we saw earlier. So it could start to recycle. We're gonna definitely have to watch this as it moves in the general vicinity of Sioux Falls within the next several minutes to an hour. But again, this is the only tornado warning we have going on right now, and it is going to expire. Everybody wondering about the Harrisburg area, same thing. Harrisburg in the clear as of now, but it could change. Now, if you do look on the radar, this is kind of what I was talking about near Parker. On the radar, it does look like it might be starting to show like a little bit of a hook feature. We're going to continue to monitor that. Still nothing on the velocity, which is good. And that tornado warning was allowed to expire. So 4 o'clock here, the tornado warning has been allowed to expire, which is great news. There is a report 6.5 inches of rain fell in Sioux Center, where we had that tornado warning earlier, right over that area. And we were talking about it wasn't moving very fast at all. It was barely moving. And so we can't confirm that, but we are hearing a report of 6.5 inches in Sioux Center. Now, also with this storm, we're just going to keep an eye on this, as again, this on the radar itself, it looks like it might be starting to hook a little bit here, kind of right in there. Just something to keep an eye on. We're going to continue to watch that. So we will be back on as needed. We will be back on if there is more tornadic activity. Stay tuned with T-Storm Chasers. We will be back on more than likely, as I mean, we're in an environment that has already produced a tornado and can produce more. So, and again, this whole area, shaded dark red, is under a tornado watch until 10 p.m. So we're going to keep a very close eye on things, and we will be back on as needed. So thank you everybody for watching. Again, no tornado warnings at this time. So we're gonna regroup here. We're gonna collect some things, and we will